All right, Evergreen Demolition Team, let's jump right in. We're doing a quick and practical refresher on our safe work practice for slab sawing. This is all about one thing, making sure every single cut is a safe cut, so we all go home safe at the end of the day. Let's get to it.
So here's how we're going to break it down. We'll walk through the 5 key stages of any slab sawing job. We'll start with your roll, then get into the crucial pre-work checks, how to properly set up the zone, the right way to saw, and finally, how to wrap up the job cleanly and safely. It's the whole picture from start to finish.
First things first, your role, your safety. Look, on any job site, especially when you're dealing with a tool as powerful as a slab saw, safety is never a one-person show. It's a shared responsibility, and every single person has a specific part to play in making sure nobody gets hurt.
Now check this out, because this shows how it all fits together like a puzzle. On the left, you've got the supervisor's job, making sure you're trained, you know the hazards, and you have the right gear. And on the right, that's you. You got to be competent. You have to be the one actively looking for risks, inspecting your own gear, and, this is huge, speaking up the second you see something that isn't right. So the bottom line is this: it's a team effort. It has to be. Your foreman is there to set you up for a safe work day, but it's your eyes, your ears, and your awareness on the ground that makes the whole safety plan actually work. Remember, you're not just protecting yourself, you're protecting the person working next to you.
All right, let's move on. Section 2, before the first cut. These are the critical, non-negotiable checks that have to happen before that blade even thinks about spinning. You gotta remember, the safest cuts are always the ones that are planned out properly from the get-go. So before we even get to the checklist, let's focus our thinking. What are the top 3, the biggest, baddest hazards that we are always trying to prevent when we fire up a slab saw? What do you think?
And here they are, the big 3. Number 1, hitting live utilities. That can be absolutely catastrophic. Number 2, silica dust exposure. That's the silent killer, a serious long-term health risk. And of course, number 3, simple equipment failure. Literally every single check we're about to talk about is designed to stop one of these 3 things from happening.
This right here, this needs to become muscle memory. It's your 4-step pre-flight check. Step 1, you scan the area for hazards. Step 2, you inspect the actual physical workspace. Step 3, you give the saw, the blade, the cords a really good once-over. And step 4, you check your own gear. Every step, every single time. No excuses.
Speaking of your gear, let's talk PPE. Don't think of this as a uniform. It's your personal armor. The respirator, that's for your lungs, keeping that silica out. Face and eye protection, that stops debris from blinding you. Hearing protection saves your ears. And your gloves, coveralls, and rubber boots, they protect your skin from that nasty caustic slurry. Every piece has a life-saving job to do.
And listen up, because this is absolutely critical. If you see a crack in your face shield, if a cord is frayed, if a guard on the saw looks wrong, you stop. The work does not start. You report it to your foreman right away. This is one of the most important things you can do to keep yourself and everyone else safe. Okay, so your gear is checked, you've assessed the risks. Now it's time to prep the physical space. Securing the work zone is all about creating a bubble, a controlled environment where you can work safely and protect others on the site from what you're doing. Setting up this zone is pretty straightforward. You've got 4 key things to do. First, you find and you clearly mark all utilities. Second, you put up physical barriers and tape to define your area. Third, you post warning signs so nobody just wanders in. And fourth, you make sure your slurry management tools, like your vacs, are ready to go right from the start. And if you remember only one thing from this section, make it this. This is not a suggestion, it's a hard and fast rule. We don't even think about starting that saw until we have 100% confirmation that all live utilities in the area have been locked out. Hitting a live line is a worst-case scenario, and we avoid it at all costs. All right, here we go. This is the main event. The saw is running. All that prep work we just talked about leads to this moment. And this is where your focus and your technique are absolutely everything. Let's talk about how to do it safely.
These are your top 3 do's, the things you absolutely must do. You have to use water. Why? Because it keeps that deadly silica dust on the ground and out of your lungs. You have to secure the piece you're cutting so it can't move, pinch your blade, or drop when you don't expect it. And you must manage that slurry as you go. It prevents slips, trips, and nasty skin burns. Now for the flip side, the don'ts. These are just as important. Never, ever, ever use a saw if the guard is damaged or missing. That guard is your #1 line of defense. Never stand in the path of the cut. You don't want to be there if that slab decides to fall. And do not eat, drink, or use tobacco anywhere near the work area. That's a super easy way to get silica dust from your hands straight into your system.
Remember this number, 1. That's all it takes. Just one shortcut, one moment where you're not paying attention, one rule you decide to ignore. That's all it takes to cause an injury that could change your life forever. 1. Okay, last section. Let's talk about finishing the job. A true pro doesn't just make a perfect cut, they finish clean. The job is not over until the area is completely safe for the next crew that has to come in and work there.
And let's be crystal clear about this. Good housekeeping is not something you save for the last 10 minutes of your shift. Nope, it's an ongoing thing. Managing that slurry, cleaning up debris, you do it as you go. A clean work area is a safe work area, period. Yeah, our own safe work practice says it right there in black and white. Don't let it build up. You cut a bit, you clean a bit. It's a constant cycle. This is what stops slip hazards from getting out of hand and keeps the whole job site safer and more professional.
And here's your final shutdown checklist for the end of the day. First, power down the saw and make sure it's secure. Then, get all the solid debris out of the area. After that, get that slurry into the designated disposal bins. And the very last step is to communicate. Tell your foreman about any problems with the equipment so it can get fixed.
Really, this is what it all comes down to. It's about being a professional. It's about having respect for your coworkers. Your goal, every single day, should be to leave your work area just a little bit safer than how you found it that morning.
So, let's wrap it all up. What did we learn? 1. Know your role. 2. Inspect everything before you start. 3. Control your zone. 4. Saw smart by following the rules every time. And 5. Finish clean. A safe site is a clean site. Nail these 5 things and you're well on your way to a safe workday. I'm going to leave you with one last question to take with you out on the job. Based on everything we just talked about, what is the one single safety check, the one step that you're going to be extra careful, extra diligent about on your very next cut? Think about it, and then go make it happen. Stay safe out there.